What if you woke up tomorrow and discovered that every book in the world had simply vanished? Not just a few, every single one. Libraries would be empty. Bookshelves at home would be bare. No novels, no history books, no science books, no biographies. It would be as if someone had erased centuries of human knowledge overnight. And the question is, how long would it take us to realize that we had lost far more than paper and ink? The truth is, books are one of humanity's greatest inventions. Before them, everything depended on people's memories. Stories were passed down from one generation to the next. Knowledge traveled from parent to child. But all it took was a war, a disease, or simply the passage of time, and everything could be lost. Because the human mind is extraordinary, but it was never designed to remember everything. You've probably forgotten someone's name before. You've walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there. You've tried to remember something important, and your mind just went blank. Now, imagine that happening to all of humanity. Without books, every generation would have to start almost from scratch. How would we learn medicine, engineering, philosophy, mathematics? How would we know what happened 500 years ago? How would we discover the ideas of people who lived long before us? Books are so much more than stories. They are an extension of our memory. Every book is like a mind that continues to live long after its author is gone. When you open a book written 100, 200, or even 1,000 years ago, you're literally listening to someone from another era. It's the closest thing we have to traveling through time without ever leaving our chair. And maybe that's exactly what makes reading so remarkable. We live in a world where everything moves fast. 15-second videos, news condensed into headlines, short messages. We're constantly consuming information, yet we rarely give ourselves enough time to truly think about it. A book does the exact opposite. It slows you down. It demands your attention. It invites your imagination. While a video shows you everything, a book asks you to create it all inside your own mind. Every setting, every character, every voice, every emotion. No artificial intelligence, no movie, and no technology can recreate the exact version of a story that exists only in your imagination. And maybe that's why two people can read the very same book and come away with completely different experiences. But there's one question people ask all the time. I'd love to get into reading, but I just can't make it a habit. Maybe the problem isn't you. Maybe the problem is believing that reading has to feel like a chore. Most people start with a book because someone told them it was important. The result? They read 10 pages and give up. The secret is much simpler. Start with what genuinely sparks your curiosity. If you love mysteries, read mysteries. If you're interested in business, read business books. If you enjoy fantasy, read fantasy. There is no wrong place to start. There's only the right book at the right moment. And don't worry about reading 50 pages a day. Read 5, read 3, read 1. What matters isn't speed, it's consistency. Because little by little, something incredible begins to happen. You notice that you're thinking more clearly. You can focus for longer. Your vocabulary grows naturally. Your conversations become richer. Not because books perform magic, but because every page quietly adds another piece to the person you're becoming. It's like planting a tree. On the first day, it seems like nothing has changed. But after months, after years, you finally realize how much it has grown. Maybe that's why the greatest civilizations have always protected their books. Because those who preserve knowledge shape the future. And those who preserve their stories preserve their identity. In the end, a world without books would be a world that has forgotten who it is. A world doomed to repeat the same mistakes because it has lost the memory of the lessons it once learned. Thankfully, we still have books. We can still have conversations with people who lived centuries before us. We can still learn without having to make every mistake ourselves. And maybe the next idea that changes your life is waiting quietly on a page you haven't turned yet. So let me ask you this. What's the one book that has had the greatest impact on your life? Or if you haven't found that book yet, which one are you planning to read first? Your answer might just become the recommendation that changes someone else's life.